We look at the solutions to problem set 9 here, which are on tax and universal social charge. So how much USC must you pay if you earn 12,375 euros? And we have the bands at the top. Well, the first 10,036 are charged at 2%, and the rest at 4% in this case. That's 12,375 minus 10,036 at 4%. So that means we just multiply 10,036 by 0.02 and 2,339 by 0.04. Add that up and we get 294 euros and 28 cents. How much USC do you pay if you make 35,930 euro? Well, here we actually pay some at the 7% level. So we subtract 10,036 plus 5,980 to see how much we pay at 7%. And that comes to 19,914. So then the total charge comes to 10,036 at 2%, so multiply that by 0.02, 5,980 at 4%, so we multiply that by 0.04, and 19,914 at 7%, so we multiply that by 0.07. Add that all up and we get 1,833 euros 90 cents. So that's all there is to the USC. How much income tax do you pay if you make 21,500? If you have 1,650 in tax credits. So that's all at the lower rate. So we just multiply 21,500 by 0.2, since it's 20%, and then subtract our tax credits. So minus 1,650. So that gives us a tax bill of 2,650. How much income tax do you pay if you make 43,200? If you have 1,650 in tax credits. Well, here we pay some at the higher rate. So we subtract 32,800 from our earnings of 43,200 to get 10,400, which is the amount that we are charged the higher rate at. So that means our total bill is going to be 32,800 times 0.2, since that's at 20%, and 10,400 times 0.41, since that's at the higher rate of 41%. Then we subtract our tax credits, so 1,650, to get our final bill of 9,174. How much do you earn if you pay 11,250 in tax? If you have 1,525 in tax credits? Which is the kind of question that can be asked. So the first 32,800 is taxed at 20%, so the associated tax bill comes to 32,800 times 0.2 minus 1525, since we've got 1525 in tax credits. So the first 32,800 we'd make would lead to a tax bill of 5,035. If we pay 11,250, that's 6,215 more. So that means we pay 6,215 at the higher tax rate. So we'd have had to have made 6,215 divided by 0.41, which is equal to 15,158 euros and 54 cents at the higher rate. So we'd have to have earned 15,158 euros and 54 cents plus 32,800, which is equal to 47,958 euros and 54 cents. Remember to subscribe to be updated when new content is posted. Thanks.